Hello everybody, welcome to FAU Owl Radio's coverage of Florida Atlantic Women's Basketball, where the Owls take on the East Carolina Pirates. I am Brayden Pyle. Joined alongside me is Mark Robles. FAU is 10-18 overall and 2-13 in conference play headed into this one, and ECU is 14-13 overall with a 6-9 conference record. Both teams are coming off close losses, FAU losing to Charlotte in their last game and ECU losing to UNT at home. Each team is looking to bounce back in this game. Mark, what are you looking for from each team if either team wants to get the win tonight?
Thanks, Brayden. So East Carolina, they're going to look to play some strong defense today. They're going to want to force turnovers and change that into offense. They average 2 more blocks per game as a team and also 2 more steals per game as a team. So they've got the defensive edge. And also, I believe FAU's Maya Perry will not be playing tonight. So that leaves a lot of offense off of the floor for FAU. If East Carolina can turn that defense into offense, capitalize on FAU's leading scorer being out of this game, that will be huge for them.
Yeah, Maya Perry did not suit up for warm-ups headed into this game. I know FAU also leads the American Conference in fouls committed. They're going to have to try to limit those. East Carolina is susceptible to turnovers, averaging about 19 per game, but the Owls have their fair share of turnover problems as well, averaging around 16. We will be back on FAU Owl Radio for tip-off. I am Brayden Pyle. He is Mark Robles. Welcome everybody back to FAU Owl Radios. The starting lineups are in. Starting for the Owls, point guard, number 3, Christina Godfrey. Number 8, guard, Stephanie Ingram. Number 23, the guard, Jada Moore. Number 12, the forward, Alana Rouser. And in at big men starting for the Owls, number 21, Maria Michaelbus. For the East Carolina Pirates, point guard, Sinya Johnson, number 4. Number 5, point guard, Jayla Herp. Number 7, shooting guard, Devin Hugerman. Number 22, forward, Anzane Hutton. And number 23, the Pirates' best player, Amaya Johnson, the junior.
And also, Brayden, I just wanted to add this in for FAU. You know, East Carolina as a team, they don't necessarily shoot the best from the 3, only 28%. FAU is going to be big for them to live and die by that 3. They shouldn't leave them wide open for spot up. You never want to leave a spot up shooter open to get their footing right and shoot a 3. But put a hand up, give yourself enough room to guard off the dribble, make them make a tough shot. Make them force the 3, kind of like a shell drill in practice. You know, you want to keep your rotations, keep moving around. So if FAU can force a lot of off-dribble 3s for East Carolina, I think that'll generate a lot of easy rebounds for them.
I like to use the analogy, make them beat you. A lot of the times, especially this season, we've seen FAU, turn the ball over too much, foul too much, give them free points and free easy buckets in transition. You just got to make East Carolina beat you today on the road. East Carolina does their fair share of turnovers. Like we said pregame, they average 19 turnovers per game, which is at the top of the conference. FAU, like we said though, does definitely struggle with fouls and turnovers as well. And without their best player, Maya Perry, who averages about 15 a game and plays 32 minutes, it's going to be tough for them to score, so they're going to have to rely on their defense. I'm a little bit surprised not to see Lovisa Aspring-Jose, who's been a really good defender and really good rebound for the Owls, not in the lineup today, especially when the East Carolina Pirates have 2 dominant bigs in Hutton and Joyner.
Yeah, the rebounds might kill the Owls today. They're going to have to play really strong down low on the block, boxing out, active hands. They don't want to give up any easy offensive rebounds, any second chance points. Usually the stronger rebounding team wins the games. More rebounds, more possessions, and also more defensive rebounds means less possessions for the other team.
In the last game I called, I forgot who it was against, but Stephanie Ingram had about 25 points. I think she had 12 in the first quarter alone. So she's definitely going to be relied on from the Owls. With Maya Perry obviously not playing in tonight's game. She averages 8.9 points per game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds, and averages 1.3 steals in 30 minutes. So she's definitely going to be playing elevated minutes and has to elevate her play with that. Jada Moore is also one to highlight. 5'11" graduate senior, averages 32 minutes a game, 11.3 points, almost 3 assists per game, and 4.8 rebounds. Also averages a steal per game on decently efficient shooting from the field, shooting 39% from the field. She does struggle from beyond the arc, shooting a measly 22% though. Christina Godfrey getting one of her first starts as well for the Owls, only averages 1.9 points per game and roughly 13 minutes per game, so she's also going to have an elevated role today as well, Mark.
Yeah, Brayden, it's a good game for the FAU Owls to step up, to really show that, they can fill in, they can make it work. This is where it gets big. Things happen, people get hurt, people get sick. There's so many unpredictable things in the sports world because your body is your temple, it's your health, it's everything. So when something happens and somebody comes out, the coach is looking down that bench for the next person to step up, and right now the Owls have a chance to do that today.
Another storyline headed into this one. I know Coach Jennifer Sullivan has had kind of a subpar career here at FAU, has a losing total record with the team. She's been here since 2021, before coached at Ohio State being an assistant coach. I could definitely see a switch up in the coaching front for the Owls after this season where they've really struggled the last couple of seasons with her at the helm as well. We're a couple moments away from tip-off, and I gotta say this has got to be my favorite game to call for women's basketball. You haven't called a game with me, so you don't know this, but every game I point out if a player wears pink, because I think pink is an underrated color, and we have so much pink tonight. Pink pom-poms from the cheerleaders, pink shoes from East Carolina showing their participation. And of course the all pink jerseys, because it's a pink out for the Owls tonight.
I honestly really like the pink jerseys. They're pretty sick.
I love the pink jerseys. I love the color pink. It's going to be Alana Rouser and Amaya Joyner for the tip to start off this game. East Carolina wearing black and yellow unis. The tip is going to go back to Maria Michaelbust. Stephanie Ingram now has it just past half court. Getting pressured by Hugerman. Godfrey, top of the key now. Swings it, Michaelbust left wing. Left corner, Jada Moore. Inside of Michaelbust, gets tips around. It's going to stay with FAU. Good defense inside from Azane Hutton. Ingram with the inbound, looking for someone, kind of struggling to find someone, feeds it inside for Moore, spin move, puts it up with the right hand and gets it to go. Starting tonight's scoring action is Jada Moore.
Nice work down there on the block from Jada Moore.
Now pass half court, Jayla Herp drives in quickly, offensive rebound now from Joyner. It's going to be a jump ball after she struggled to put it back up after the rebound. It's going to stay with the Pirates.
Yeah, Rouser there, really good defense, not jumping, just going hands up, getting the tie up, forcing an inbound.
Johnson with the inbound finds Herp inside, and she gets fouled hard. She's going to head to the line. Yeah, Alana Rouser, the true freshman, only averages 3 points per game, but also averages 5 rebounds in 17 minutes per game. She's been a real defensive threat for the Owls and good on the boards. Subbing in for Alana Rouser, speaking of her, is Lavisna Asprink-House, who I said pregame has been pretty dominant for the Owls inside, as Herp makes her first free throw. Herp's second is nothing but net. Michaelbust now on the inbound, tied 2-2, just under 9:30 to go in the first quarter. Ingram facing a full court press, breaks it. Godfrey now. Pass half court being double teamed, trapped. Gets it to Jada Moore deep on the left wing. Cross court pass, corner three from Michaelbust off the back iron. Offensive rebound, Moore drives in, spins, loses it. It's stolen by Johnson. Johnson driving in, crossover to the left-handed layup, no good. Now tipped out of bounds by the Pirates. It's going to be FAU ball.
That full court press from East Carolina is really speeding up FAU right now, and usually you do not want another team to dictate your offensive pace.
Ingram off the inbound, trying to break the trap with Godfrey. Godfrey swings it back to Ingram, now pass half court, being double teamed though, tries to find Asprink-House, and another turnover for the Owls. Hugerman on the left wing drives in on Godfrey now, hits Johnson up top. One dribble, step up midi off the front iron, Godfrey with the rebound. Godfrey struggling to get past half court, 23 on the shot clock, now breaks the press. Pass half court, 20 on the shot clock. Still tied 2-2, under 8:30 to go now. Godfrey guarded by Sinya Johnson, the 5'9" graduate senior. Michaelbust now to Ingram. Tough defense. Michaelbust now right corner, pump fake, drives in with the left, trying to find a shot. She puts it up with 2 on the shot clock and it rims out. Rebound by Jayla Herp. Herp dribbling up past half court now, slowing it down, swings it to Hugerman, pump fake, feeds it inside for Joyner. Double team, Michaelbust and Asprink-House back out, swings it over to Johnson, right wing. Out to Jayla Herp, she's gonna let it fly from beyond the arc off the back iron. Jada Moore with the rebound. Johnson now guarding her, swings it to Ingram. Some good defense early on here, Mark.
Yeah, the Owls gotta take care of the rock, man. Too many early turnovers. They need to capitalize on offense, limit too many empty possessions.
Ingram, pull up, left-handed jumper, or left dribble jumper is no good. Rebound for the Pirates. Johnson pushing the pace a little bit, now slows it down, gives it to Hugerman. Getting a screen from Joyner on the left wing. Swings left corner for Herb. Jab step, dribbles inside, reverse layup. Some finesse from Jayla Herb, gets it to go. 4-2 Pirates now with 7:15 to go. Ingram off the inbound, pass half court. Asprink-House, top of the key. Looking for a pass. Inside, finds Godfrey near the left block, now dribbles to the left corner. Jada Moore, left wing, 13 on the shot clock. Trying to get a screen from House. She does. Now feeds it top of the key to Michaelbust. Good entry pass to House, but it's tipped and it's stolen by the Pirates. Pushing the pace is Hugerman. Driving to her left, behind the back on Ingram. Now Hutton, mid-range, no good. Rebound Jada Moore, but a foul is called on the floor on Lavissa Aspring-House.
And on that last defensive possession, Brayden, it looked like East Carolina started out in an aggressive 3-2, looking to trap the ball once it got to the wing, and they slowly transitioned into a man defense. I like the way East Carolina is switching up the defensive looks. They started off with the press, then they sat back into an aggressive 3-2. It's going to be a lot of adjusting for FAU right now. It seems like East Carolina really is pushing the defensive side of the ball right now.
Yeah, especially with their leading scorer, Maya Perry. It's definitely going to be tough to get going on offense. 4-2 here early, so low scoring already with 6:43 to go. Inbound from Johnson to Hurt. Mid-range is good. 6-2 Pirates now. Good inbound pass from Sinya Johnson to Jayla Hurt from the mid-range. Ingram, left wing. Guarded by Herb. Trying to facilitate the offense. Hurt passes her off to Sinya Johnson. Top of the key. Ingram still has it. 14 on the shot clock. Going left. Pirates still in that 3-2. Ingram feeds inside to Rouser. Rouser hits Jenks right wing. Ingram now back to Jenks right wing. Inside for Rouser. 4 on the shot clock. Has to put it up. A fadeaway from close. No good. And Hutton with the rebound. Pirates pushing the pace a little bit. Hugerman feeds it to no one. And it's going to be a turnover for the Pirates.
Yeah, I think she expected Joyner to kind of drop a little bit farther down the block there, but a miscommunication there between Joyner and Hugerman. It's going to happen, but they got to eliminate that. It's just, you know, you got to have easy passes, be on the same page with your teammates, but at the end of the day, no, mistakes come and go.
Pirates are on a 6-0 run over the last 3.5 minutes. FAU has missed 4 of their last 4 field goal attempts. Moore top of the key, now Michael Bust. Up top, now Ingram right wing, feeds it inside for Jada Moore. Tries to find Rouser, is tipped away for a steal again. Joyner has it. Joyner driving in, resetting the offense. Hugerman to Herb, left corner. Or Johnson now feeds it inside to Hutton. Tough shot, good defense from Jada Moore, and she gets the rebound. Ingram now pushing the pace. After the outlet from Jada Moore, crossover between the legs, and it's stolen again. Jayla Hurt with the steal, now driving in on Jenks. Tough right-handed layup, no good, but a foul is called on Jenks.
The absence of was it Maya, I believe her name was?
Maya Perry, yeah.
Maya Perry is being felt right now. I'm assuming she's usually more of the ball-dominant player for the Owls team, and a lot of early turnovers. They're going to have to figure out how they're going to generate their offense without trying to force anything. They don't want to try and shove the ball into the paint, because East Carolina is very handsy, playing very active, chippy defense. They're going to get a hand on the ball. They're going to want to find a way to slow down, not let East Carolina speed them up, while also generating some easy offense.
I couldn't agree more. Maya Perry isn't, I wouldn't say, the primary ball handler, but she definitely takes a bit of that load off of Stephanie Ingram. A lot of stress here as Herb goes 1 for 2 from the line. Down 7-2, the Owls trail with 5:05 to go. Ingram now pass half court, crossover driving inside, hop step. Now Michael Bust left corner after the pass from Moore. It's no good. Ingram fighting for the rebound, and it looks like Herb comes up with it. Herb now pushing the pace, in and out. Hugerman now left wing. She gets called for a travel. Got a little bit antsy there. During the free throw substitutions for the Pirates, Zane Hutton and Sinya Johnson got subbed out for Kia Miller and Tatiana Weish, as Coach Sullivan did not like what she just saw in the last 5.5 minutes from her Lady Owls, so she calls timeout. And we will take a timeout as well. On FAU Owl Radio, we will be back. Brayden, Pyle, Mark Robles. We are back on FAU Hour Radio. Brayden Pyle joined alongside me is Mark Robles. Mark, during the break you mentioned Jayla Herb starting kind of to catch fire early in this game already.
Yeah, Jayla Herb is already asserting her offensive dominance, getting downhill on the fast break. She's already got 4 free throws. She has all the points for Eastern Carolina with all 7. If she can keep going with this flow that she's got going right now, keep attacking, keep being aggressive, letting the game come to her, it's going to be a very high-scoring game for her.
More full-court press from the Pirates. Owls break it easily now. Jenks, wide open right wing. Midi is good. After starting up 2 over the Pirates, they haven't scored since. Now 9-4. They trail by 5 with 4.5 to go in the first. Hugerman up top. Left wing is Miller. Joyner, top of the key, crossover on Rouser, puts it up and good. A good crossover pull-up jumper there from Joyner.
Tough shot there from Maya Joyner.
She's the leading scorer of the East Carolina team, averaging 14.5 points per game in 28 minutes. Moore inside, trying to find someone. Now drives to her right on Joyner, pump fake, puts it up, easy layup, she misses it. It's rebounded by the Pirates. Hugerman now pushing the pace. 3-on-2. Owls slow it down. Hugerman pulls up from mid-range, and it's good again.
Really good change of pace there from Hugerman. She was looking to push the ball. She slowed down, saw no one was there. No one was stopping the ball either. Easy mid-range.
Looks like Zahira Arismendi is getting ready to sub in. Probably for Stephanie Ingram, who's played every minute of this game so far. Moore tries to feed it inside for Rouser. A foul is called on Amaya Joyner. Tatiana Weish is on the court for the Pirates, who has a sister, Talia Weish. I'm not sure if they're twins, but they both transferred from the University of Florida. Tatiana, who's in the game now, averages 19.5 minutes, 4 points, and 4.5 rebounds per game. Zahira Arismendi comes in for Maria Michaelbust, I believe. And another turnover for the Owls off the inbound. Kaya Miller has it, pulls up, and it's good. That's 3 straight pull-up mid-ranges for the Pirates, and Coach Sullivan wants a timeout. After a 6-0 run, after the timeout called at first from Jennifer Sullivan, Pirates respond with a 6-0 run. Have made the last 3 field goals they've attempted.
And the Pirates are living off of these easy mid-ranges. They're not trying to force anything. They're getting the turnovers, they're pushing the pace, they're finding the gaps in the defense, and taking easy shots. That's all you have to do. Don't force anything. And if they keep going along with this, they're just going to keep building this lead. The Owls need to go on a run right here, hold on to the ball, get to the paint, get an easy layup, some mid-ranges, and try to chip away at the momentum that the Pirates are gaining right now.
Yeah, East Carolina only shoots 28% from 3, so we won't see a lot of 3-point attempts. They also only average about 4 3-point makes per game. More full court press from the Pirates. Ingram now has it, trying to break it, feeds it up top for Rouser. Left wing, left corner, Arismendi after the Jada Moore pass. It's no good. Rouser tips it to herself, gets the rebound, trying to put it up. No foul called, and it's going to be Tatiana Weish with the rebound. Timmy Aware now in for the Pirates. She has it, guarded by Arismendi. Tatiana and Talia Weish are both on the floor. Talia Weish has it inside, now feeds it to her sister, who feeds it to the left corner for 3, and it's good! Jayla Herp with the left corner 3, and she has 10 on the game now.
Jayla Herp is on a tear.
Stephanie Ingram trying to respond. Owls down early, 16-4. Arismendi left wing. Ingram top of the key, now feeds it inside for Rouser. Right wing, Ingram, now Arismendi. Left corner, Jada Moore. Driving to her right, trying to find a lane. Hits Jenks, right corner 3, no good. And rebounded by Timmy Ware. Ware now pushing it up court. Kaya Miller right wing now, working on Ingram. Feeds it inside, and it's a kick ball from Stephanie Ingram.
You know, Brayden, when FAU controls the ball, they have really good ball movement. They're not allowing East Carolina, when they get into the half-court set, to hold them still. They're able to work at a quick pace, which is probably what they want to do right now. East Carolina's playing so high volume, they're getting really tired, but they just got to make the shots fall. Once the shots start falling, FAU can see this game turn around for sure.
Asprink House and Christina Godfrey coming in for Jada Moore and Alana Rouser off the inbound. Timmy Aware has it, right wing. Looking for Tatiana Weiss. She finds her left wing now. Jayla Herp trying to find Talia Weish, and it's stolen by Eris Mendy. Ingram now past half court. She has it. Guarded by Kaya Miller. Owls down 12, 16-4 with just under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Jenks right wing, having trouble finding someone, gets Ingram right wing. She gives it back to Jenks. Almost travels, now drives to her left, spin move. Puts a tough mid-range shot up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Tatiana Weish. Weish gives it to Miller. Miller now to Timmy Aware. Timmy Aware back to her on the right wing, now resetting the offense, guarded by Eris Mendy. Getting a screen from both the Weishes. Now Talia Weish, top of the key, finds Miller, right wing three, and it's good. Wow, East Carolina now 2 for 4 from three after they struggled all season long, only shooting 28%. They've made 2 already here tonight and extend the lead 19-4 over the Owls. Just over a minute left in the first quarter. Owls trying to overcome this deficit. Aspirin House in the post. Good spin move, but misses the left-handed hook shot. And Timmy Aware has it now, top of the key in transition. He's going to reset the offense. Off the screen, Ware finds Talia Weish. Spin move on Aspirin House. Left-handed layup's no good, but her sister has her back. Gets the offensive rebound and puts it up again. Tatiana Weish with her first points of the game. That's that sibling connection right there.
It's that they grew up doing that.
Godfrey now left wing wide open for three, trying to quiet down the Pirates. No good, but House on the offensive board feeds it inside, and Jenks draws a foul.
And Brayden, East Carolina here just on absolute fire. They're knocking down shots. Once again, nothing's forced.
No.
Nothing is forced. They're finding the open shooter. They're getting to their spots, and most importantly, they're knocking down their shots. At the higher level of basketball, once you get to college and you get to the pros, whether it's overseas, NBA, G League, now you got to knock down shots at a high percentage, and they're doing that right now.
Jenks airballs her first free throw. Not a very good free throw shooter, shooting under 50%, 49% from the line. Second free throw is also no good, so 0 for 2 from the line, and that's another struggle that the Owls have found themselves in. They're not a really good free throw shooting team, only shooting 60% on the season. As the Pirates just get another bucket. It's Jenkins on the layup. Now 4 seconds left on the quarter. Jada Moore just has to put something up inside mid-range. No good. And wow, the Pirates end on a 16-0 run on the Owls, outscoring them 23-4 in the first quarter. They're going into the second, leading by 19. Jayla Herb, the leading scorer for the team, has 10, shooting 3 for 5. The Pirates as a team shooting over 50%. They're 9 of 16 from the field for a 56% margin. And they've shot 4 threes and they made 2, shooting 50%. The Owls, wow, they are really struggling, shooting 13% from the field, 2 of 15, and have not made a 3 yet. They are 0 of 5. And also, just to tack on a little cherry on top, they've missed both their free throws. So, Mark, what have you seen in this first quarter from both teams, really?
What I've seen from both teams, starting out with FAU, is a struggle to get the ball in the net. You know, basketball is a defensive game, of course, but you also got to see the ball go in the net. You got to make your offensive possessions count. You can't have too many empty possessions because then you end up in a position like this. East Carolina's on a 16-0 run. Now you got to call timeouts. You got to try and get some sort of momentum going, and you're starting out in a hole early on that you don't want to be in.
No, and they're definitely feeling the impact of Maya Perry being ruled out. 5'11" guard junior. She's a transfer from Ohio State, played last year with the Owls in her second year here in Boca Raton. Averages 15.3 points per game, which is good for 6th in the AAC, with 3 rebounds to mark with it. She also averages 1.5 steals per game, which is 2nd in the conference, and she gives them a good 32 minutes per night, so a big, big impact not having her in the game. She shoots 38% from the field and 37% from 3 as well. So, I mean, that 0 for 5 start from beyond the arc from the Owls, she definitely could have helped them out if she had suited up tonight.
Yeah, Brayden, that's just a cornerstone for this Owls team that's missing right now. And maybe this slow start is going to be a good wake-up call for them. That basketball is a game of runs. If East Carolina's on a 16-0 run, there's no reason FAU can't do that themselves. But they've got to knock down some shots. They've got to play good defense. They've got to have somebody step up and fill in those empty minutes that Maya Perry is no longer there for right now. So this is, once again, a big chance for FAU to show some grit, show some heart, and get back into this game.
Yeah, the Owls ended that quarter on a 4-minute, 45-second scoring drive where they did not score a point. They shot 14 field goal attempts and only made one to end the quarter as well. They went 0 of their last 8 from the field, and the Pirates were quite the opposite. Ended on a 16-0 run over 4.5 minutes, 23-2 run over 9.5 minutes, made 7 of their last 8 field goal attempts as well. So it's really just been polar opposite starts for both teams. I mean, the Pirates are just dominating on both ends. They forced double the turnovers. Pirates only have 3 turnovers. Owls have 6. They're out-rebounding them by 6, 14-8. It's just been complete dominance. And you couple good defense and good rebounding with efficient shooting, there's just no chance you're going to lose any game like this.
Yeah, Brayden, right now they've got a recipe for success, and they're riding it.
And the Pirates force another turnover to start the quarter off the inbound pass from Jenks. Ingram loses it. So that makes it, I believe, 7 turnovers for the Owls already. Talia and Tatiana Weiss are on the floor, along with Timmy Ware, Kaya Miller, and Jenkins for the Pirates. Ware has it now, getting a screen from Talia Weiss. Right corner to Tatiana Weiss, tries to feed it to his sister inside, and Jenks with a good defense forces it out of bounds. Going to stay with the Pirates though. FAU down 19, 23-4. Start the second quarter, 9:45 to go.
And also one of the keys earlier on, Brayden, that I highlighted was the steals. East Carolina has 6 to FAU's 1.
Kaya Miller on the inbound finds Tatiana Weiss, swings it to Timmy Aware, guarded by Arismendi. 2 dribble, picks up her dribble. Now Tatiana Weiss to Jenkins, pump fake, drives to her left. Its whistle is blown dead, and it's going to be the Owls' ball. I think Tatiana Weiss got called for 3 seconds in the key there. Lucky break there for the Owls. Jada Moore trying to break the full court press with Ingram, and they do. Now Arismendi left corner. Swing pass to Jada Moore. Now Ingram by the logo. 16 on the shot clock. 9:20 to go. Owls trail by 19, 24-3. Jada Moore working on her defender, Tatiana Weiss. Throws the pass to literally no one, as it looks like Tazaya Jenks slipped and fell. It's going to be the Pirates' ball again. Another turnover for the Owls. That makes it 8 on the game already.
Yeah, that full court press from East Carolina and dropping into that 3-2 is giving them a lot of trouble. They're not having an easy time working through that.
Kaya Miller now gives it to Timmy Ware, right wing. Trying to find Tatiana Weiss. She does. Now back to Ware. Pump fake on the left wing. Pull up jumper. Tough shot. Gets the foul and 1. What a shot from Timmy Ware there. Trying to extend this lead. Now 25-4 pending the free throw.
East Carolina is just off to a crazy start, Brayden. There's not much you can do when a team is shooting this well and they're playing this good of defense. It's really hard when a team is firing on all cylinders like this.
Ware misses her free throw. Rouser with the rebound. Jada Moore now has it, 23 on the shot clock. Trying to break the full court press. It's really been tough for them to do so far in this game. And Ingram throws another bad pass and is stolen again. Now Jenkins on the fast break. Left-handed layup is good. 27-4. The Pirates extend their lead over FAU with 8:30 to go in the second.
That full court press is working like a charm right now, Brayden.
Lucky Charms. Really good cereal. Ingram now guarded by Jenkins. The pink jerseys really are helping them this game. Jada Moore finds Michael Bus, right corner 3. They need this, and she gets it to go. Trying to chip into the lead a little bit. 27-7, the Owls trail at 8 minutes to go in the second.
Still a lot of basketball, Brayden. Still plenty of time to make some changes, make an effort, cut into this lead.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings. That's what they say. Miller inside to Tatiana Weiss. Back to Miller. Out to Jenkins. Now Ware, right wing, getting a screen. Actually just calls for Miller. She has the ball right wing. Now Talia Weiss driving inside on Jenks. Swing pass to Ware. She's wide open. She's going to pull up from 3. No good off the back iron. Rouser tips it out for Moore with the rebound. 7:35 to go. Owls trail 27-7. Ingram now pass half court. And the Pirates really can't set up their full court press when they miss shots like that. So it's really just they're making shots, and that leads to defense. So defense leads to offense. Offense leads to defense. There's another steal for Kaya Miller. Left-handed layup is good in transition. Ingram has a lot of turnovers so far. That is her 7th turnover so far in this game, and we're not even through a quarter and a half. She has been responsible for over 70% of FAU's turnovers. Now they trail 29-7 with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Ingram now driving left, spin move to her right, swings it outside for Moore. Moore on the right wing, driving baseline. Good defense from the Pirates. Talia Weiss on her, right-handed hook shot, no good. Rouser gets the rebound and puts it in.
There they go, cutting into the paint, getting in there, putting up some shots, giving them a chance on an offensive rebound. That's all they got to do, just get into the paint, make it easy. Don't do anything crazy.
Now it's trailing by 20 again. Jenkins getting a screen from Tatiana Weiss. Pull up mid-range, off the back iron. Tatiana Weiss with the offensive rebound gets fouled on the putback. She's got 2 at the line waiting for her.
And unfortunately for the Owls here, Carolina's finally missing some shots, but they're getting the offensive rebound and getting second chance points. It all starts with the rebounds. That first miss, good, you made it happen, box out, but you don't get that board, you're giving this hot East Carolina team even more of a chance to feel dominant, feel confident in every aspect of their game. They've got to slowly take away one thing, take away the next thing. So take away the press, break it, make it easy, take care of the ball, Ingram. Don't let them think you're a liability. Be confident in your skills.
Tatiana Weiss misses her first, but yeah, I couldn't agree more, and it really just comes back to the turnovers as well that East Carolina is forcing, as Tatiana Weiss misses her second free throw, so 0 for 2 at the line. The lead stays at 20, 29-9 with 6:20 to go. Jenks breaking the press, now triple teamed, feeds it for Aspring Housay. Ingram now top of the key, almost travels there, keeps her balance. Aspring Housay inside, going to work on Talia Weiss. Now Ingram driving inside. Swing pass to Aspring Housay. She's going to let it fly from 3, and she gets it to go. Aspring Housay, an early 3. That might be only her third three-point make on the season, as Miller gets a spin move layup, does not get it to go, but gets the foul on Christina Godfrey.
Miller is getting everything she wants in the paint. She's getting there with steals. She's getting there in the half-court setting. She's getting there in the fast break. They've got to stop her from getting into the paint, put a body on her, make her shoot something else. I mean, she's having a hot game, but you don't want her to get to the cup every time. It's a foul, it's easy layups. They got to stop her from getting to the paint every single time.
Aspring Housay with that three-pointer is now tied for the most points on the Owls. 2 3-point makes for the Owls by Housay and Michael Bust, as Miller's first free throw is no good. Pirates also struggling from the line here early, now 3 for 8. Down 17, 29-12. Second free throw from Miller is good, so now trailing 30-12. The Owls have an 18-point lead they need to overcome. Godfrey now back to Jada Moore, trying to break the press again. Swings it to Godfrey, and it's stolen by Joyner for the easy transition layup. The lead is back to 20 for the Pirates.
She looked like Cam Chancellor coming out of there from the safety. Just coming out, reading where they're going to go with the ball, getting easy steals, easy layups.
Maya Joyner does average a steal per game. Cross-court pass to Godfrey. Now inside, Michael Bust to Aspring Housay. Housay with the and-one layup.
And right there, you see right there the way they broke the press and cut to the basket instantly. If FAU can be confident in their ability to break the press like that and force East Carolina out of it and make them switch something up, then they're going to be going. Then they're going to have some more offense, and it's going to be easy. Because when you're looking at a full court zone press, there's always a gap. It's impossible to fill in every spot on the court. Whether it's your woman in the middle, your woman on the left or the right, you got to find that open gap, cut to the basket, make something easy.
The Owls really aren't being patient enough as a transition bucket for Hutton after the Owls don't get back on defense after the free throw make from Aspring Housay. The lead is at 19 now, 34-15 with just over 5 to go in the second. Jada Moore working on her defender. It's Sinya Johnson. Now swings it to Jenks, right wing, driving to her left, behind the back, crossover. Spin move to her right, right-handed layup, no good. Tries to get her a rebound and can't. It's knocked away by Housay. She gets it, puts up a mid-range, no good. Now a fight for the ball between, I believe, Tazaya Jenks and Sinya Johnson. No signal on whose ball it is. I think it's going to go to the Pirates.
Way to fight there from FAU. You know, when you're down, it can be demoralizing, it can be tough, but they're not giving up. Evidently, they're fighting for those 50-50 balls. They're trying their best. They're giving it their effort. And at the end of the day, your effort is going to do something for you, whether it be on the defensive end or the offensive end.
Owls trail by 19. We're going to head into a TV timeout with 4:47 to go in the second quarter. We will be back on FAU Hour Radio. I am Brayden Pyle. Joined alongside me is Mark Robles. Welcome everybody back to FAU Hour Radio. The women's basketball team is in a bit of a hole against the East Carolina Pirates, trailing by 19 with 4:46 to go in the second, 34-15. I mean, what do they have to do to, somewhat dig themselves out of this hole here, Mark?
What I've seen so far, when it comes to the end of this second quarter, FAU has got a little bit into a groove. They're not turning it over as much. They're actually putting some points on the board. So what I see them doing to dig out of this hole is ending this second quarter strong. Ending on a little run, no turnovers, smart play.
Godfrey Trapp finds Jenks driving to her left-handed layup, no good. Offensive rebound, no offensive rebound. Senia Johnson ends up with it. Went through the hands of Aspirin Causse. Johnson working on Moore. Going to her left. Swing pass to Hugeman. Michael Bus guarding her. Trying to find Joyner inside. Good defense so far from the Owls. Now Hutton, top of the key, finds Joyner inside. Guarded by Jenks. Good backwards layup with the right hand to get it to go for Joyner. 36-15 now. Owls trail by 21 with just over 4 minutes to play. Jenks finds House inside, working on Hutton. She puts it up, and it's no good. Just starting 2 for 2. It's now 0 for 3 from the field. Hugeman now Johnson right corner. Back to Hugeman. Joyner top of the key. Hugeman right wing. Trying to find Hutton inside. Almost travels. Now throws it to Johnson. Johnson going to her left. Step back. Now passes to Joyner. Joyner inside for Hutton. 9 on the shot clock. On Aspirin Causse. Hutton still has it. Does a little jump or fadeaway and gets to go. Extending the lead to 23. 38-15. 3:25 to go. In the second quarter, Pirates are on a 6-0 run and have made 4 of their last 4 field goal attempts. FAU is quite the opposite as Jenks lets it fire from the left wing and she gets it to go. Zaya Jenks gets her three-point party started, making her second three-point attempt. Now 1 for 2 from beyond the arc. Owls trail by 20 now, 38-18. Hutton now, right wing 3 from Herp, no good. Offensive rebound from Joyner. Reverse layup again, and she somehow fillets it up in there like a hibachi chef. 40-18, Owls trail by 22. Jada Moore just past half court at the logo, guarded by Senia Johnson. Drives to her left, hesitation on Joyner, crossover, trying to find her shot. Now right corner 3 for Jenks, gets it to go. It's been a back and forth second quarter, I should say. Both teams have scored 17 points respectively, so that slow first quarter really daunting the Owls so far here. Now trailed by 19, 40-21. Hutton working on Alsay. Tough layup. She gets the foul call. She's going to have 2 at the line.
So, great job by Jenks, knocking down some big shots, giving FAU a bit more confidence in what's going on here. You know, cutting into that lead. It's no longer a 20-point deficit. I think that they just got to keep looking for Jenks, finding that hot hand, taking care of the ball, making it work. Just make it work. Don't let East Carolina go back and forth with you. You don't want it to be you score, they score, you score, they score. No. Score, get back on defense, play defense without fouling, and start building your run.
We know East Carolina averages 19 turnovers per game, but they really limited those today, only with 4 with 2 minutes left in the second. So the Owls really have to start trying to force turnovers as Hutton misses her first free throw.
On second thought, maybe fouling isn't that bad. Because neither team is shooting very good from the line right now, neither team.
Pirates are now 4 for 10 from the line, pending Hutton's second free throw. She hits that one. Owls trail, and Pirates lead, I should say, now by 20. 41-21, 2:17 left in the second quarter. Ingram gets subbed back in. Gives it to Jada Moore, trying to break the press. And Amaya Willis is in the game for the Owls as she's wide open in the paint. Goes up with a tough layup as Weiss got a hand on it. Tatiana Weiss with some good defense. And now Jayla Herb feeds it inside for Joyner, working on Jada Moore, the smaller defender. Good defense, but an even better offensive play there from Amaya Joyner.
Amaya Joyner is having her way down there in that low post, Brayden. She's getting easy paint points. Nothing's really contested. You know, they're there, but she's also having better offense. She's getting to the right footwork. She's finding the glass. It's really easy for Amaya Joyner right now. She's looking very sharp.
Pirates lead now to 22, 43-21 with 1:50 to go in the second. Ingram now at the logo, guarded tightly by Hugman. 18 on the shot clock, now feeding it to Jenks, just inside the arc, crossover to her left, spin move to her right, right-handed layup, did not get it to go. And it's Tatiana Weiss with the rebound. Hugman now pushing the pace a little bit for the Pirates, feeds it to Herp on the left corner, inside to Joyner, tries to put it up, good defense there from Jada Moore to get the block, almost turns it over as Godfrey gets to Ingram. Left wing, Jenks letting it fly, and it's short by a few feet. Barely makes contact with the net. And the wrong type of way.
You know, both teams starting to go back and forth now.
Pirates shooting 64% from the field. Owls only shooting 28% as they trail by 22. Just over a minute left in the second, 43-21. Pirates looking to extend their lead here. They have Hugman. Now Joyner inside, guarded by Lewis. Lewis to Hugman, guarded by Ingram. Getting a screen from Joyner, pull up mid-range off the screen, and Hugman gets it to go. 45-21, the Pirates lead by 24 now.
Tough pull-up jumper from Hugman right there, coming off the screen, finding where the defense is dropping off, and just knocking it down.
Ingram slowing it down now. Michael Buss, top of the key, thinks about it. Now passes it off to Jada Moore, going to her right. Spin move back to her left. Spin move back to her right. Spin move back to the left, left-handed layup, no good, but Lewis with the offensive rebound gets it tipped out of her hands. Now a fight for the ball, and Hugman comes up with it. 20 left in the quarter. Hugman has it. She's going to slow it down, I can imagine. Guarded by Jada Moore. Hugman looking to get the last shot off for the half for the Pirates. Driving to her left. 6 left in that quarter. Now Weiss feeding inside for Joyner. Puts up a tough layup and gets the foul called with 2 seconds left in the second.
FAU is getting dominated by Amaya Joyner in the paint right now. She's running it down there. She's getting fouls, easy layups. The entry passes are good. You know, she's putting in work down there right now, Brayden.
Joyner with 10 points has not missed a field goal yet. She's 5 for 5. And Jayla Herp also has 10, shooting 3 for 6 from the field. Joyner's first is good. She has a weird shooting form where she really doesn't put any backspin on the ball at all. She kind of just throws a knuckleball up there. She gets her first free throw to go.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. Kia Miller also shooting 100%. As Joyner misses her second, might be broke a little bit as Lewis gets a jump ball with McDaniels of the Pirates. A little bit shaken up, maybe caught an elbow to the face there with 1 second left in the quarter. It's going to stay with the Pirates so the Pirates could have almost a 4-point play here, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, if they can find a cutter right here off of a screen, off of a pin screen, this would be really good way to end half for them.
McDaniel fires it up for Joyner on the alley-oop, and it's no good. Almost gets it to go. That's actually Joyner's first miss on the game as well. But going into halftime, the Owls have a big deficit to overcome, trailing 46-21. I mean, it's really just a game of runs, but the game is being played only by East Carolina, ending that quarter on a 6-0 run, making 7 of their last 9 field goal attempts. And FAU having quite the opposite end of the quarter. 0 for their last 4, 2 for their last 10, and ended the quarter on a 2.5-minute scoring drought. So what did you see from not only the East Carolina Pirates, but the Florida Atlantic Owls in that half, Mark?
You know, what I saw right there is that it showed that they do want to win still. They still want to get after it. They were going back and forth for a minute, but the problem is they're not allowing themselves to stay in it. They're letting East Carolina pull away a little bit more every single time with those 6-0 runs, those 8-0 runs, too many empty possessions. Not a single FAU Owl is in the double digits yet. They're not shooting very well from the field, only 27% as a whole. They're not knocking down the free throws. Nothing's really falling. So unfortunately for FAU, it's just been a struggle of a game, but they are showing effort out there. They're not giving up. They're not giving in. They're not having bad body language. So thankfully, as a team, as a whole, they're not falling apart. They just need to start coming together, gelling more, and cutting into the lead.
Yeah, I mean, the absence of Maya Perry, we've talked about it, but it's definitely affected FAU so far. But they've also been just downright terrible on defense, allowing 46 in one half and not forcing any sort of turnovers consistently. East Carolina, like we said, almost averages 20 turnovers per game, only has 5 headed into halftime, and the Owls have 12, and it's really been because Stephanie Ingram has struggled as the main primary ball handler. She has 6 turnovers, and Jada Moore has 4. So 10 of their 12 turnovers have been from their primary ball handlers. So it's really hard to score when the people you trust most with the ball aren't getting stuff done.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Brayden. You know, when your star players, they're struggling. When you're missing a star player, you know, you're a unit. You practice together every single day. You work on plays together. Plays are built for people. And when somebody's missing, like Maya Perry, with those 30 minutes of play, 15 points per game, rebounds, you're missing a lot. And this East Carolina team, they're not making it any easier. Like you were saying, they're not turning the ball over like they usually do. I believe that the FAU Owls have turned the ball over almost 3 times as much as East Carolina has this game. They're taking care of the ball, and at the end of the day, it's a complete full effort. When you think about a good basketball game, and you think about how you want to rebound the ball, how you want to knock down shots, how you want to play a good defense, Eastern Carolina is doing all of that right now. And when, like I said before, when a team is doing everything right, it is really hard to come back.
Yeah, and you combine the lack of mistakes with also just downright efficient shooting 63% from the field. Like I said, it's nearly impossible to get anything done and get out of this game with a win if you're the Owls. Owls, half of their field goal makes have been from beyond the arc, shooting 4 of 10. They're 8 of 30 overall, so I mean, at this point, you might as well just chuck up threes every possession if you're shooting 40%. We have now hit halftime, and we'll be back for the start of the third quarter on FAU Hour Radio. I'm Brayden Pyle. Joined alongside me is Mark Robles. Stay tuned for the start of the second half. Welcome back to FAU Owl Radio. About to be out of halftime. The Owls trail 46-21. East Carolina started off hot and continued to just light it on fire on both ends of the court, ending the second quarter 7 of their last 9 and 6-0 run over the last 2 minutes. In the first quarter, we saw them shoot 9 of 16 for 66%, and we thought, man, it couldn't really get much better. But it really did. They shot 10 of 14 for 71% in that second quarter. FAU in the first quarter really struggled shooting 2 for 15, but stepped it up a little bit in the second, shooting 6 of 15 for 40%, shooting 80% from the three-point line, 4 of 5 in the second, where they went 0 for 5 in the first. So what do the Owls need to do here, or maybe even continue to do, to just, chip into that lead?
Man, what they need to do, first of all, is do not let East Carolina speed them up with what's it called, the press, with the high 3-2, the traps. That has led to all the turnovers. That has led to all the fast break points. East Carolina has 14 points off turnovers to FAU's 2. They have 12 fast break points to FAU's 0. But that's the big definer right now. It's just steals and fast break points. So if FAU can limit the fast breaks, can hold on to the ball by not getting so sped up by East Carolina, and they can continue to shoot well like they did at the end of the second period, where they shot 80% from the three-point line and they shot 40% from the field. If they eliminate the fast break points, do not get sped up, do not get flustered, and keep knocking down shots, there is still plenty of time to come back.
Yes, 6 Pirate players logged a steal in that first half. Kaya Miller had 3, Amaya Joyner had 2, and Jayla Harp also had 2. Coming out of half, it's going to be Maria Michaelbus dishing it out to Jada Moore. Now back to Michaelbus, right wing, inside for Rouser. Now to Jada Moore. Moore to Godfrey. Ingram's also on the court for the Owls. Michaelbus, right wing. Not a lot of spacing here from the Owls. They're all really jam-packed. Now inside mid-range for Ingram, and she sticks it for the first points of the second half.
And that's what they can do with the zone. If they can cut right into the middle, get easy jump shots, and knock them down, that zone is going to get destroyed.
First points for Ingram as the Owls get a steal. Rouser was in the passing lanes. FAU also has to slow it down this half. A lot of rush turnovers in the first half. Ingram now, Michaelbus right wing. Ingram to someone in the corner who I cannot see, who sticks it again. It's Christina Godfrey. Kind of get my view blocked out from the hoop. 5 early points here. Owls now only trailing by 20, and I say only, but they still got a ways to go if they want to have a chance in this game. 46-26 with 8:50 to go as a whistle is blown. I'm not sure what that is for. Christina Godfrey only averages 1.9 points per game and shoots 27% from beyond the arc. So honestly, a pretty rare 3 from Godfrey as House subs in for Rouser. Rouser in a bit of foul trouble, already with 3 personal fouls.
And FAU did a good job starting this half strong and converting while Eastern Carolina is not pressing. Because when East Carolina presses, we've seen a lot of trouble for FAU.
Hutton off the inbound, now working on Godfrey, driving to her left. Tough right-handed layup, and she gets it to go. Leads back up to 22.
Good
Largest
defense,
lead for the
shot.
Pirates is 25, which we saw them hold on to into the second half. Ingram now driving left, step back, kicks it to House. Gives it to Moore, left wing. Spin move behind the back, driving to her left, left-handed layup, scoops it up and in. The lead is now back down to 20, 48-28, 8:15 to go in the third. Sydney Johnson, right wing, guarded by Godfrey. Now Joyner, left wing Hugman, pump fakes on Ingram. Feeds it inside to Hutton, who's working on House. Drives to her right, another tough layup, puts it up, and she gets another foul call. House keeping her hands up. I don't think she agreed with that call in the slightest.
Hutton is attacking the rack really strong. She's answering FAU's scoring instantly. Getting to the rack with the last possession, a really tough floater. Good defense, but better offense. And now she's getting there and drawing the foul. So if she can make these free throws worth it, the foul was good. There we go.
Hutton hits her first as Jenks subs in for Michaelbus. East Carolina now up by 21, make that 22 after Hutton's second free throw gets it to go. Jada Moore off the inbound. More full court press from the Pirates. Ingram taking it a lot slower than she did in the first half. To Moore, back to Ingram. Now she's trapped, feeds it inside to Housay. Jada Moore swings left corner. Godfrey, slow pass, gets it there to Ingram. Now Jenks, left wing. Ingram with 10 on the shot clock, back to Jenks. Right wing, Housay, left wing. Jada Moore, jab step, drives to her left. Down the baseline, feeds it inside to Housay with 2 on the shot clock. Housay sticks it and gets it to go. Leads back down to 20.
Both teams trading punches right now, scoring left and right.
FAU outscoring them in this quarter by 5. Lead is still at 20 though. Herp in the right corner. Now Hutton top of the key. Feeds it inside for Joyner. Great pass, and it's another bucket for Amaya Joyner. She's got 12 on the game. Gets her first points of the second half. Lead back up to 22.
And I'm happy to see Ingram looking a little more patient dealing with the press. The first half she was very, very flustered with the press. Threw a lot of turnovers. She looks a bit more calm and collected this half.
Ingram to Jada Moore breaking the press. Now Jenks getting double teamed. Driving to her left. On the left corner now Moore. Ingram, top of the key. Now inside to Housay. Dishes it to Jenks, who's driving inside, working on Joyner, and she gets fouled. Amaya Joyner not liking the call. Zia Jenks has 2 free throws lined up for her. And it's really just that first quarter that's haunting FAU. If you just take the second and third quarters, they'd only be trailing by 3, but they got outscored by 19 in that first quarter, which is really the big reason as to why they're trailing by 22 with 6:51 to go.
Yeah, Brayden, you're 100% right. The worst thing a team can do is dig a hole early on, because then the rest of the game, even like you said, the second and third quarters, you compare those as a 3-point game. But that first quarter, 19 points they got outscored by. Now it's a constant uphill battle. You're constantly taking punches while going uphill, and we know that is so much harder to deal with. Because East Carolina, all they got to do now is play good defense and go back and forth. That's all they got to do.
Makes both of her free throws. Lead back down to 20. Hugman on the right wing. There's also no ball pressure from the Owls, which has limited the turnovers. Hugman lets one fly from deep, misses it. Good hustle from Jayla Herp, and she gets it back inside. Hutton steps through and gets fouled by Housay again, I believe. So that might be her 4th personal foul, or her 3rd personal foul. And it was called on Jada Moore, actually.
And also we're seeing from East Carolina is a team effort. First it started with Jayla Herp, who started off hot. And then we saw number 11, Kaya Miller, get a couple of easy steals, couple back-to-back. Then it went to Amaya Joyner, and now starting this half, we're seeing Hutton attacking the basket, getting to the free throw line. Each person on this East Carolina team, it's like they're taking turns saying, okay, you can go get your buckets now, I'm going to get mine a little bit later.
Hutton goes 1 for 2 from the line. Now 4 of 6 from the charity strike on the game. Arismendi subs in for Jada Moore, or not Jada Moore. She's in the game. She has the ball and she's getting trapped. Gets it knocked loose, but it's going to stay with the Owls.
That is the last thing she wants to do there is pick up her dribble in the corner where East Carolina can trap her. She does not want to pick up her dribble right there because then she is in a tough spot.
Arismendi came in for Christina Godfrey. Housay off the inbound. Hands it off to Ingram, who feeds it inside for Jada Moore on the small. Hugman now gets double teamed by Joyner, and a whistle is blown. It's a foul on Hugman.
Probably a good foul there by Hugman as well. You know, smaller defender. Would have been a little tougher for her there in the paint.
Now Devin Hageman, I guess it's Hageman, not Hugman. So I've been saying her name wrong the entire game. My apologies. Devin Hageman now checks out.
I've been saying it wrong too.
Yeah, well, me and you both, brother. Jada Moore off the inbound, tries to get it to Ingram, and another turnover from Jada Moore, now her 4th or 5th on the game. Herb now in transition, has a wide open player, but she dishes it off inside. Now Kaya Miller. Timmy Aware now with the ball at the logo, 14 on the shot clock. Back to Miller, inside for Hutton, guarded by Jenks. Hands it off. Shoots a shot, missed. It was Jayla Herp. Now Ingram pushing the pace a little bit. Jada Moore drives to her left. Little floater on the baseline, no good, and Joyner gets the rebound. Joyner, cross-court pass inside. Gets it to go. It was Kaya Miller. Pirate lead back up to 23. 5:20 to go. 55-32. The Owls trail. Ingram guarded by Miller. Now inside for Jenks. Jenks driving to her left. Tough left-handed layup. No good. No foul. Joyner with the rebound. Joyner now in transition. Driving to her right. Tries to dish it off. It goes off a couple Owls. It's going to stay Pirates ball.
Joyner there tried to put a little bit of finesse with a no-look pass. Didn't go through. But, man, East Carolina, I love how simple they're keeping it. They've seen the recipe. It's worked. It tastes good. It looks good. Easy layups, easy steals. They haven't swayed from their game plan. And some teams can tend to do that when they see the lead grow, get a little lazy on defense, start trying to shoot bad shots. But they're sticking to it, man, and I got to give them that. That's discipline.
Inbound to Miller. Now Ware, right wing. Ware dribbles it outside. Now she at the logo. Guarded by Jenks. 14 on the shot clock. Tatiana Weish, now to Ware again. Pump fake, step back behind the back for three. Oh, some razzle-dazzle from Timmy Ware, and she sticks the three, extending the lead back up to 25 now for the Pirates. 57-32, 4:35 to go. Godfrey checks back in, same with Michael Bus. They're both on the court. Godfrey working on Ware, now tries to feed it inside for Jenks, almost gets tipped away by Miller. Baseline drive from Jenks gets tipped away. Great, tough defense from Kaya Miller. And whistles blow. It's going to be a timeout from the Pirates, I believe. Going to be a quick one. First timeout of the third quarter. 4:24 to go. Pirates back up to a 25-point lead. As, like I said, it really honestly just draws back to that first quarter. I was getting outscored by only 6 in the second quarter, and they're 11 for 11. Their Pirates have scored 11. FAU scored 11 in the third, but they still trail by 25 because, they only scored 4 points in the first quarter, which is, it's really hard to score only 4 points in the first quarter, especially when they shot 16 field goal attempts.
Yeah, unfortunately for FAU, Jayla Hurt came out with something to prove. She was knocking down shots, and they weren't ready for the press. They weren't ready for it. A lot of early turnovers. They were really getting, they were flustered. They were playing way too quick. East Carolina was speeding them up. FAU was not playing at their pace. They weren't taking their time to break that press, cut through it, get the easy points. And like you said, Brayden, that first quarter is daunting them. It is going to stick around because they haven't even played bad the rest of the game. But the way you start can heavily affect the way you finish.
Yeah, and FAU going into the timeout with a 2.5-minute scoring drought have not scored a point since 7 minutes left in the third quarter. And now there's only 4.5 minutes left, and they trail by 25. Owls definitely missing Maya Perry. Only shooting 33% from the field tonight. Shooting a pretty solid 45% from beyond the arc, though. On the season, they shoot only 30% from beyond the arc. So shooting about 15% improvement on tonight's game. East Carolina averages 62 points per game. They're already at 57, so, they're ready to blow that average out of the water. FAU averaging just over 60 points per game.
Yeah, on paper, both these teams, the gap is not that large. It really isn't. But at the same time, once you step on the floor, anything can happen. Anything can happen. No one expects either team to come out playing as rough as they are or as good as they are. It's always decided on how the game starts.
Yeah.
What kind of energy are you coming out with? Are you playing hard? Are you getting after it? Are you taking the easy ones? Or on the other side of that, are you getting flustered? Are you turning it over? Are you giving the other team what they want?
Unrelated to the game, but the band is absolutely so loud during the breaks, and it gets to a point I can't even hear my thoughts. Ingram, far inbound pass to Jada Moore. I understand you want to be heard, but it's an empty stadium, Sound echoes. Ingram left wing three, and she gets it to go. Her first made three of the night. She has 5 on the game. Pirate lead back down to 22 with just over 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Owls outscoring them by 3 in the third, 14-11. Miller right wing, inside for Weiss. Tries to give it to her sister, no good. Miller now has it right wing, 12 on the shot clock. Now Smith gives it to Ware, step back, gets her shot, gives it up to Miller. Now Talia Weiss with 2 seconds left on the shot clock, no good. And Rouser gets the rebound. Or actually, it looks like Vanderwood checked in for the Owls, getting her first minutes of this game, and she gets the rebound.
A good opportunity for Vanderwood here. Fresh legs, give the Owls a little bit of life.
A little bit of an energy boost.
Yeah, this would be a good opportunity for her.
Ingram guarded by Ware. Vanderwood on the screen. Ingram going to her left. Nice little layup. Hits off the backboard and nothing else. And Talia Weiss gets the rebound. Now Ware in transition. Speeding things up a little bit between the legs. Gets a screen from Talia Weiss. Now feeds it inside. And it's tipped away. Jada by 22, 57-35 with 2:50 to go. Jada Moore still trying to find Ingram in the post, which is unusual at a 5'6" stature. Now gives it to Vanderwood. Short little mid-range is no good. And Timmy Ware, the shortest person for the Pirates, gets the rebound. Timmy Ware at a staggering 5'6". Stephanie Ingram at a staggering 5'8". As Ingram guards Ware at the right wing, 13 on the shot clock. Smith now lobs it up for Weiss, and it's stolen by Vanderwood. Ingram, full court pass, Godfrey, right corner 3, gives it up to Jenks, who gets it knocked away, but a whistle is blown. It's going to stay with FAU as they trail by 22 with 2:15 to go.
Jenks and Moore playing really aggressive for the Owls here, and they need that. They're keeping them in this game. I mean, I know it's a large gap right now, and as the time dwindles down, the chances they have to come back are slimmer and slimmer. But I like how aggressive they've played. They haven't gave up, man, and heart, it shows. And that's what I want to see when I'm watching basketball.
Now their team has scored in 2 minutes. Jenks trying to change that inside, gives it to Godfrey, right wing 3. She lets it go, and she's now 2 for 2 on the night from beyond the arc. Christina Godfrey, they might have to give her the ball more, as now the Owls trail by 19, 57-38 with 2 minutes to go. East Carolina riding a 2-minute scoring drought, trying to get something to go here. Miller swings it to Ware, left wing guarded by Godfrey. 10 on the shot clock, 1:40 left to play in the third. Miller gonna let it fly from deep, gets nothing at all, and Jenks gets the easy rebound as it falls right into her lap. Ingram now pushing the pace a little bit. Jenks, left wing 3, why not let it fly? And she gets it to go. The lead is down to 16 now with 1.5 minutes left in the third.
Here we go, Owls. This is a good chance. Ride this momentum. Make something happen. There's enough time.
They're on a 9-0 run in the last 2.5 minutes now, as East Carolina's on a 3-minute scoring drought. Miller on the right wing. Trying to find Ware, left wing, deep 3, no good. Rebound by Tatiana Weiss, but it falls out of her hands, out of bounds. It's going to be the Owls' ball. And if the Owls can somehow get this lead to about 12 points, they still have a fighting chance in this game, I would say.
Unfortunately for the Owls, though, Amaya Joyner and Hutton have came back into the game, and we know they have dominated the paint. It was a good job by the Owls to take advantage of them being out of the game, knocking down shots, getting up and down the court. But now let's see how the defense works out for them.
Hutton and Joyner do give the Pirates some more flexibility down low, but their perimeter defense still might struggle. Jenks, shake and bake on Joyner, but then air balls. It's going to be the Pirates' ball. She was feeling herself a little bit too much there, maybe. She had a good crossover to set up the mid-range, just couldn't get it to go.
I'll act like I didn't see it.
You did not. Hageman now subs back in for the Pirates as well. Gives it to Miller, left wing, guarded by Godfrey. 42 seconds left. Tough mid-range from Miller and draws the foul.
A good sell there by Kaya Miller, because I don't think I saw any foul there.
I didn't either, but, I mean, they're on a 4-minute scoring drought, so, I mean, anything really goes for them. They have to get some sort of points here to end the third. FAU has cut the lead down to 16, outscoring the Pirates by 9 in the third. Miller's first free throw is good. It gets a lucky shooter's touch. Lead back to 17 now. Zaya Jenks with 13 for the Owls, shooting 3 for 5 from beyond the arc. She's really found her stroke from out deep, and Miller gets her second to go. Substitution, Kamora Jenkins comes in here for the last 41 seconds of the third quarter, adding some more defense to the Pirates. Jada Moore off the inbound, trying to go fast. Maybe they want to go 2 for 1 here somehow. Ingram now back to Moore, breaking the press. Getting double team. Godfrey left corner, swings it, skip pass to Ingram, top of the key. 17 on the shot clock, 25 to go in the third. Owls trail by 18. Jenks right wing, now to Ingram, top of the key, screen from Vanderwood. Jada Moore now driving to her right, into the paint, tries to spin, loses the ball for a second, 2 on the shot clock. Ingram for 3 as the clock expires on the shot clock, and she gets it to go. Another late quarter 3 for the Owls, and the lead is back to 15 for the Pirates. 2 seconds left in the third quarter. Puts it up is Hugh Hagman, and it's going to be a travel. Only 0.5 seconds left in the quarter, though, so it looks like the Owls are just going to head into the fourth, only down, I say only again, but they're trailing by a hefty 15 points, so it's definitely going to be an uphill battle, but it's possible. I'm not going to rule them out of this game quite yet. Holding the East Carolina Pirates to only 13 in the third, where in the first and second they scored 23 in both quarters respectively.
And a little bit earlier in that quarter, I said the way you start can heavily affect how you finish. And I would love to be proved wrong. I would love to be proved wrong right now. I want to see them come back. I want to see them try and give it their all. And they've been doing that. They're knocking down the shots. They're no longer turning the ball over every other possession. They're no longer giving up the fast break opportunities. So everything that was killing them in the first half, they have apprehended that. So now they have the opportunity to ride the momentum from the third quarter going into the fourth and come back.
In that third quarter, they went 5 for 5 from 3 and 8 for 13 from the field, whereas East Carolina went 0 for 3 from 3, 4 of 9 from the field. So FAU really just caught fire from beyond the arc, and that's what propelled them to really get a chip in that lead. Still a 15-point deficit, and we'll see if they can come back in the fourth quarter on FAU Owl Radio. We'll be back for the start of that. Brayden, Pyle, Mark Robles. We are back on FAU Owl Radio. Brayden Pyle joined alongside me is Mark Robles. And we saw FAU kind of cut into the lead, has it down to 15, headed into the fourth after trailing by as much as 25. What are you looking for here in the start of the fourth for the Owls, Mark?
I'm looking for the Owls to do everything that they were just doing. They don't need to change anything. Continue what they were doing. They fixed everything that was hindering them in the first half. Just do the same thing.
I'm looking for more pressure defense from the Owls, and we're seeing that a little bit here from Jenks. They're running a zone trap as Hagman swing passes. Now another pass for Joyner, and it's a loose ball. Godfrey gets the steal. Ingram now pass half court, guarded by Hagman. Need quick buckets here. Vanderwood's back in for the Owls as well. Ingram now, after the screen, still has it. 15 on the shot clock. Godfrey, who's 2 for 3 from beyond the arc in this game, get the screen from Vanderwood, driving to her left. Ingram now, driving to her right, all the way around the court. Tough mid-range, puts it up, but gets a foul call.
Yeah, way to draw the foul there. Ingram was able to recognize that her hands were in the pocket. She was able to draw that foul. A lot of elite players do that. So if she can knock down these free throws here, great way to draw the foul and great way to capitalize.
Owls only have 5 free throws attempted in this game compared to East Carolina's 19. They're 3 of 5 from the line so far. Trailing by 15, Ingram cuts it down to 14 after her first free throw. 9:26 to go. Ingram second, rims out, and Joyner gets the rebound, so the lead's still at 14. Joyner now going fast, swings it up for Herb, working on Godfrey. And she gets a push-off call, and Godfrey puts her body on the line to force a turnover.
Godfrey playing some big minutes for FAU, you know, doing the little things. Planting her feet, beating her to the spot, drawing the foul. That's
I think
stuff.
it's because pink is her color. That's why. Pink might be her color with the all-pink jerseys. She's got like some reddish, pinkish shoes. I guess they were.
Man, that's probably why she's playing so good.
Yeah, facts. Ingram now left wing, feeds it inside for Moore, posting up her defender. Almost loses it now. Tough left-handed layup, and she gets the scoop and go. 47-59. Owls trail by 12.
The fire's lit, Brayden.
The fire is indeed lit. They just needed some wood. Pause. They just needed some wood to kindle the fire a little bit. Inside for Joyner, and it's blocked by Jenks. Ingram now. Godfrey, left wing three. Why not let it fly? And she hits the rim. No good. Rebounded by Jenkins. Now Ware pushing the pace. Stops on a dime, top of the key. They need some kindling. That's the word I was looking for. Some kindling to light the fire, not some wood. You know what I mean? Kindling, like leaves and sticks. As Jenkins drives in, kicks it out, left corner three. Herb's gonna try a three, and she gets it to go.
Oh man, what a way to put a halt to that run.
She really blew out the fire there. Lead back up to 15, 62-47, 8:05 to go. Ingram guarded by Ware. Now to Godfrey, left wing, guarded by Jenkins. Vanderwood. Now Jenks, right wing. Foul is called on, I believe, Jayla Herb. It's going to be her second personal.
Yeah, Jayla Herb had a very quiet night after that first quarter, not scoring a single point until just now. But it came when it counted.
I think late here you got to get, I think Taziah Jenks has 13 points. She's your leading scorer, but got to get Jada Moore going a little bit too. She has 6, shooting 3 for 9. If she sees one go down, I've seen her catch fire, especially from beyond the arc. Shoots only 22% from 3, but like I said, if she sees one goes down, she's a shooter at heart. Ingram, tough mid-range. Oh my goodness, she gets it to go again. Another tough mid-range shot from Stephanie Ingram. Starting to catch fire a little bit in the second half. Now down 13. Owls trail 62-49. Herb, tough mid-range, no good. Vanderwood, good box out, gets the rebound.
As long as they do not let Amaya Joyner get going down low with the easy work, they are in a great spot.
Down 13. Jada Moore, left wing. Dish inside for Ingram, tough layup, doesn't get it to go. A good rebound by Hutton.
Need that one.
Now Ware, pushing the pace, dribbling around now. Almost loses it, hits off the ref almost. Hutton, top of the key, feeding inside for Joyner. Good defense from Vanderwood, but she fouls Joyner on the floor.
Vanderwood was a great substitution for the Owls. She is giving Joyner a tougher time than anyone else has down there. She's fouling, she's not giving any easy entry passes, and she's not allowing any offensive rebounds either. Big minutes.
It's going to be a media timeout after the Owls start to catch fire a little bit in the fourth, outscoring the Pirates by 2. The lead is down to 13 with 7 minutes to go. We'll be back after a short media timeout here on FAU Owl Radio. We are back on FAU Owl Radio. The Owls are trailing 62-49. Brayden, Pyle. Joining alongside me is Mark Robles. Might have a game on our hands here, Mark. Owls trail by 13, 62-49. Hutton now to Ware. Guarded by Jenks. Top of the key. Now Miller right wing, guarded by Godfrey. Getting a screen from Heish. Not Heish, that's not her name. Inside for Weish. Hutton now offensive rebound, gets it to go. 64-49 now. Pirate lead back up to 15 with 6:30 to go. Heish, it's Weiss. There's two of them. I should be able to have the name down by now. Ingram guarded by Ware. Now Moore. Pump fakes. Drives inside on Joyner. Double team by Hutton and Joyner. So, tries to dish it outside for Ingram, and she turns it over as it rolls out of bounds. It's now her 6th turnover on the night.
Yeah, I don't think Ingram even saw that pass coming.
Not at all. Ingram has not had a turnover since the first half. Jada Moore has continued to struggle keeping the ball. Has 3 in both halves. 6 on the night. Miller right wing. Now to Ware. Going left. Joyner now. Left side mid-range. Spins to a right. Skip pass to Miller. Right corner 3. And she sticks it. Extending the lead to 18. 67-49. 5:45 to go. And the Owls are starting to lose hope here.
For a team that doesn't shoot that well from the three-point line as a whole, they're knocking down some big ones tonight.
Big ones. Godfrey now going left on Miller. Loses it for a second, gets it back. Jenks thinking about letting it go from 3. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Ingram now back to Jenks. She's going to let it fly now, and she gets it to go. Back down to 15. 67-52. 5:20 to go.
Way to answer back from Jenks.
Timmy Ware now to Miller, right wing. Hutton has a wide open mid-range, lets it go, no good. Good rebound there from Taziah Jenks. Ingram now going fast. Ingram bobbing and weaving, goes to Jenks, top of the key now. Godfrey at the logo. Back to Ingram, 20 on the shot clock. 4:50 left on the game. Owls trail by 15, 4:50 to go. Ingram crossover, looking for her shot. Jada Moore looking for Vanderwood inside. 8 on the shot clock, calls for a screen. Going right, Jada Moore, tough mid-range, nylon for Jada Moore. Lead back down to 13, and the Pirates need a timeout with 4:40 to go. 67-54. The Owls trail. Taziah Jenks has caught a feel a little bit in this game. 16 points, shooting 5 of 13 from the field. And Stephanie Ingram also has 11 points with 6 assists. Ingram on the season averages 8.9 points and 4.5 assists per game with 1.3 steals. I do not believe she's logged a steal in this game, but she's done a good job facilitating. Ever since that rough first quarter and late second quarter, she hasn't turned the ball over once. Jada Moore has really struggled in this game, though, which I'm surprised by. She's 8, 6, and 5. 8 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. A overall total good stat line, but those 6 turnovers are really daunting for her.
Yeah, the turnovers, they're killer, man. They're absolutely killer. And early on, East Carolina, they took advantage. They had so many fast break points, so many easy points off the turnovers. And thankfully, FAU has done their best to kind of chip their way back in. But as time goes down, you know, those turnovers and that first quarter, it's going to be in their dreams tonight. It's going to be in the playbook, and it's going to be on the sprints.
Yeah, and Maya Perry's absence has really shook this team, especially early. They found trouble trying to find a flow almost in the game because their best player is out. I do have a quick story about Maya Perry. So I was coming home from the gym. I decided to stop at Target because I needed more laundry detergent. I had to get some Tide Pods, you know, as one does. So I go to Target, and is it in Delray? Target in Delray. The 2-story one.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I was there. And I'm just walking around. I'm looking for, you know, my appliances, my 8 o'clock Target run. I'm looking for my stuff that I have my list. Laundry detergent, bread, milk, whatever it is. And I see Maya Perry. At Target. And it says that she's 5'11" on the roster, but I'm a 6-foot male. She did not look 5'11" to me. She looked more like 5'9", maybe 5'10", but I'll give her the inch benefit of the doubt. So yeah, that was a cool story. She was like, yo, you're that dude. And I'm like, yeah, you're that girl. I'm just kidding. She did not recognize me at all. But it would have been cool if she did. I recognized her, but I was too scared to say anything because it'd be like, okay, what do I say? Like, yo, are you Maya? And she's like, yeah, but how do you know that? And I'd be like, oh, so basically I sit in the back corner of the arena at some of your basketball games and I commentate on them sometimes. She'd be like, get away from me, you freak. So my social anxiety got the best of me, so I didn't say anything.
You know, you could have found a smooth way to work that in.
You think
For
so?
sure, 100%, yeah. 100%.
Yeah, but like, if I already know
You're
her
the commentator, dude. You broadcast. You do the fun stuff. Think about it. You gotta use your voice.
Yeah, but like not in that way. I'm not. Maya.
Where's the Tide Pods?
I'm not Duke Dennis enough. I don't have enough riz to, God, the band is so loud. Anyways, we are back with 4:40 to go in the fourth. Off the inbound, Joyner has it. Now to Tatiana Weish. Ware has it. Crossover on Godfrey. Dishes inside for Joyner. Tough layup. Doesn't get it to go. Tries to get her own rebound, but it's going to go to the Owls. They need some late quarter magic here with 4:30 to go in the fourth. Trailing by 13, 67-54. Their defense has definitely picked it up in the second half as well as their offense. But, I mean, they got outscored by 19 in the first quarter. It's really hard to overcome that. Ingram now. Pull up Jay. And she's on fire as she gets it to go again. Lead down to its lowest point since early in the first quarter.
She's looking like Kevin Durant in that mid-range.
67-56. Owls trailing by 11. Miller left wing, now to Joyner. Michael Buss has checked into the game. She's guarding Joyner. Some shake and bake from Joyner. Spin move. Jump pass to Tatiana Weish. Now Ware going to her left, back to her right. Step back from mid-range, no good, and Jada Moore gets the rebound. Miller trying to fight for it. Jada Moore still ends up with it. Now Ingram. They're going to have to go fast here in the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds. They want to, have a chance in this game, down 11. Ingram letting it fly from three, and it's short, and Miller ends up with the rebound. Not a bad shot selection there. I don't mind that shot from Ingram, a quick three, and she's been on fire in the second half.
Heat check.
Exactly. Ware to Miller, now finding Joyner inside. She's getting double teamed, and it does matter. I was going to say it doesn't matter, but she does not get the layup to go. Jenks in transition. Michael Buss, left corner, three, and it's good! The lead is down to single digits late in the fourth. 67-59 with 3 minutes to go. Wow. The Owls have caught fire from beyond the arc in the second half, shooting 7 of 8 from three.
Well, maybe that's why I did the Burrowing Owls, Brayden. They had to dig a hole first. That's what they're comfortable doing. And then just work their way up.
In the second half, the Owls are shooting 88% from three and 64% from the field. ECU shooting 37%, 7-19 from the field. They've only attempted 5 threes and made 2, all in the second half. Those are all second half stats. And like I said, it goes to show that first quarter is just so daunting, and it just ruins their entire flow for the rest of the game. They're playing from behind. I mean, they're coming back late here. They've outscored East Carolina by 17 in the second half, while they were outscored by 25 in the first half.
That 88% from three is actually absurd, though. The fact that they're shooting that high of a clip, that's insane. And they got to keep riding that. But they can't force it. They can't force it. They don't want to try and come off a screen, off a dribble, hesitation, step back. No. Keep doing what you're doing. Find the open shooter. Let them get their feet set. Let them see the rim. Knock it down. You don't need any of that razzle-dazzle. You're not Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm not Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. No one is going to be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. No one's going to be Stephen Curry. He just got knocked down to three. Catch it right out.
I didn't hear a LeBron.
LeBron is a terrible shooter. No, I'm kidding.
No one is ever going to touch LeBron, and that's the only player that's untouchable in my opinion. I would like to touch LeBron. Anyways, 10-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes for the Owls, and the East Carolina Pirates are on a 3-minute scoring drought as Joyner has it. Guarded full court by Ingram. Good ball handling, though. Ingram gets her hand in there, but Joyner keeps it. Miller now to Hagman, who's back in, subbing in for Ware. Hagman now to Weish. Tatiana Weish is on the court. Sister still sitting on the bench. So they don't have that sibling chemistry on the court right now. 6 on the shot clock. Have to get something up. Herb now to Hagman. 2 on the shot clock. Back to Herb, right wing 3. Hits the front iron, and Jada Moore gets the rebound by the wing. Down by 8, 67-59, 2:30 to go. Jada Moore guarded by Herb, top of the key. Owls still have to go quick though. They're down by 3 to 4 possessions here.
2-minute drill here. Let's see how quick they can move and see how efficient they can score.
Got to get some open shots, and you got to also get buckets in transition. They're taking a long time to get something going here. 9 on the shot clock. Ingram off the screen. This is the Jenks. Right wing 3. Oh my goodness, they're on fire! Another second half 3 from the Owls, and the lead is down to 5 with 2 minutes to go. 67-62. Hagman has the ball, guarded by Ingram on the right wing. Screen from Weiss. Herb, left wing. Wide open in the corner, doesn't take it, is Miller. Joyner now inside. Finds a wide open Herb, right-handed layup, no good. Rebound by Weiss, puts it up and in. Quiets it down a little bit here in Eleanor R. Baldwin Arena. Lead is back to 7. Owls have to go quick here if they want a fighting chance. Down 7, 69-62. Ingram, screen from Jenks. Diving inside on Joyner, tough layup, and she gets the roll. Back down to 5 with a minute and a half to go. They have to go pressure defense here, but they're laying back. Hagman has it. Easily gets past half court.
They need to stop here. They need to stop here and they need to score.
If you get it to one possession, anything can happen. Miller back to Hagman, guarded by Ingram. Hagman, tough mid-range from deep, and she gets the deep midi to go. Lead is back up to 7. Now the Owls really have to rush to get some points here.
That might have been a dagger.
From Ingram. Loses the ball, and it bounces out of bounds, and that might have ended the Owls' hopes here late. Down 7 with 58 seconds to go.
Heartbreaking.
It's a 3-possession game now. Full court press is broken easily by Hagman. They're going to need a miracle, the Owls do, as a foul. Maria Michaelbus commits it on Hagman. It's tough to see that, but wow, the late second half fight from the Owls is just undeniable. Shooting 8 for 9 from 3 in the second half, and 16 of 24 from the field in the second half as well. Joyner with the inbound. To Hagman. Foul is on Ingram.
Their second chance points killing them late here, man. They got 5. Eastern Carolina has 5 second chance points, and even though that's not a lot, FAU has none.
Yeah, and that's just in the second half alone. Joyner inbound back to Hagman, bobbles it a little bit. Tough defense from Ingram, gets the foul. I mean, best case scenario here, I guess, is I'm trying to think. I mean, obviously, if Hagman goes 0 for 2 from the line, as the Owls have one more foul to give.
Well, they should go to the 1-on-1.
Yeah, they will go to the 1-on-1. So if they miss one, they'll get the ball back. But a steal here would be crucial, as they don't get it.
And
it's inbounded to
Joyner.
Joyner.
That's probably the worst person to foul. It's the best score.
It's a foul on Jenks. It's going to send Joyner to the line. Joyner shoots 63% from the charity strike. She gets her first one to go. Lead is up to 8. Now I will say, if the lead does get up to 9, it's still a 3-possession game. And she does get the second to go. So it is still 3 possessions, but you need back-to-back-to-back threes to go, and you also need back-to-back stops to complement that.
Yeah, and they're in the bonus. So if they knock down their free throws, and I mean, we can't miss. We cannot miss. We have to knock down threes because we can't trade 2s. So we need Cesaria Jenks to just knock down a bunch of them. Godfrey to knock something down. Whoever's been shooting, Ingram knocks something down. But
Jenks is 3 for 3, and Godfrey's 2 for 2. Ingram's 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. But yeah, I sound like a broken record here, but that first quarter, I mean, scoring 4 points in the first, it's like you cannot do that. 23-4 in the first quarter. Scoring single digits is bad. Scoring 2 field goals in the entire first quarter, that's 1 field goal every 5 minutes.
Yeah, when you break it down, it again looks worse every time.
Ingram with 45 seconds left has to chuck something up. Taking too much time off the clock here. Jenks gets blocked by Joyner. And a smart timeout there from Sinya Johnson, and that's going to end the game pretty much. That virtually ends FAU's chances at all. I love the late second half fight from the Owls. Just not enough to overcome that first quarter deficit.
It was a fantastic battle. It definitely got me up off my feet, for sure. But, you know, like you said, it's a broken record, and we're going to say it again, but, like, the first quarter, man, you just can't put 4 points in the first quarter. You can't score 2 field goals in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they got outscored by 25 in the first half. Second quarter, they only got outscored by 6. Again, first quarter, outscored by 19. I mean, if you just look at the second half, it's honestly, I wouldn't say pure dominance, but it really is FAU, outscoring them by 16 in the second half. It's definitely going to get notched down a little bit with some free throws probably coming up here for the Pirates.
Fantastic battle, though, man. They showed heart. They showed they weren't going to give up. They were down by 25, I think, at a point, 27.
Yeah, they were down 25. That was, I believe, the largest lead of the game for the Pirates. They got it all the way down to 5 with about a minute to go. I thought maybe we were going to see a miracle. Maybe, just maybe. But it's not looking bright. East Carolina looking to survive this one. As Joyner goes to the line for the second time in a row, makes the first.
Yeah, cold-blooded free throws right there.
Great game from Tazaya Jenks, having 19 points as Joyner misses her second. Pirates get the offensive rebound. Owls foul again, so I don't know if there's anyone betting on this game in attendance, but they're probably not happy if they have the Owls spread.
Yeah, Las Vegas knows everything, man. I don't know how, but I was watching a game last night with my buddy, and somehow, some way, that -6.5, it just hits.
No clue. I mean, Vegas made the call. Maya Joyner, the leading scorer for the Pirates, unless Kaya Miller wants to make 2 and, become their leading scorer over Joyner. She has 16 after that free throw. And this second is going to put her tied with Joyner for the leading scorer for the Pirates. Owls foul Joyner again. So, honestly, I think it's just really, who wants to be the leading scorer? Does Kaya Miller want to lead the team in points, or does Amaya Joyner? Because they're both at 16, and they've both gotten late free throws here. And they're both shooting 4 for 6 from the line.
I'll bet you $5 it ends up being Amaya Joyner.
I mean, she is going to the line. I feel like that's like -2,000 odds at this point. So,
but I mean, there's still 30 seconds, and assuming FAU keeps fouling, which I don't know why they would, because they're down 11 with 30 seconds.
I think after these free throws, they're going to stop fouling. I mean, it's virtually out of reach. FAU ended this fourth quarter going 6 of their last 8 from the field as Joyner makes her first. She now has 17 on the game. Second is no good, rebounded by Rouser. Timeout from Coach Jennifer Sullivan, but that gives us some time to highlight some of the key performances in this game. Obviously, we've gotten into some of the East Carolina players. Jayla Herp also with 13 points. We saw her start off bright and early with 10 points in the first quarter. For the Owls, Stephanie Ingram really caught fire in the second half. All 15 of her points were in the second half. Tazaya Jenks with 19 on the game. In the first half, Tazaya Jenks had 8. Second half, she had 11. And she shot a perfect, I believe, 3 for 4, my apologies, from beyond the arc. Stephanie Ingram also paired those 15 points with 7 assists. Jada Moore had an all-around game. I mean, besides the 6 turnovers, there's nothing more you want to see from your veteran guard. 8 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists.
Yeah, the turnovers just got to them. When you narrow it down and you look at how did we lose this game, obviously the first quarter, but then you look at the turnovers. 6 turnovers for Stephanie Ingram, 6 turnovers for Jada Moore, and I believe 80% of those turnovers ended up in points for East Carolina.
East Carolina was more efficient from the field, shooting 53% compared to the Owls' 44%. FAU shooting an amazing 60% from 3, which is double their average. They shoot normally 30% from the 3-point line this season, shooting 60% tonight. And I think another big part of it was East Carolina had 27 free throws compared to the Owls 7. As, oh my goodness, Tazaya Jenks makes another 3. Too little, too late. But she wanted to hit that 22-point mark, I guess. She now has 22, shooting 6 for 9 from 3. I mean, you said no one's going to touch Steph Curry. we might have a Steph Curry in the building. It's like
Josiah Curry.
It's like that Thunderstruck movie with Kevin Durant. I think Steph Curry might have been here today and gave Josiah Jenks his powers, like Space Jam.
He might have done something. It's very possible because she is shooting lights out.
Kaya Miller at the line gets the first to go. So 17 for Kaya Miller, 17 for Amaya Joyner. You said Joyner was going to lead in scoring.
You said it was minus 2,000, but I told you Effie was going to foul again.
All right.
I told you they were going to foul again.
Hey, don't press me. Kaya Miller makes her second.
She made it.
She's now leading scoring for the Pirates, exactly. That's why you don't gamble unless it's a lock. Stephanie Ingram, pass half court. Gonna fire up a prayer from three. No good. Joyner with the rebound.
Yes!
It's a travel.
No, I wanted the free throws.
Travel for Joyner. No free throws.
I'm glad I didn't put any money on this, because even though I didn't put any money, I'm still feeling emotions towards
That's where
gambling.
it starts. That's where it starts.
Download Fliff. You get a free $1.
You know what? I should probably check my Fliff account right now to see if my free parlay is on track to hit.
Brayden, do we have any locks for today?
Oh, yeah, let's do some late game locks. Owls are going to lose this game. 78-67, 13 seconds left. Might as well just go to my Fliff account if it'll load. I believe I had as Ingram fires a three and she gets fouled.
So the spread is changing every second.
I did check. There was no lines on Fliff for this game. It would have been pretty fun to call the game while having money on it. So I have a Sar Thompson over points, rebounds, and assists at 18.5.
Lock.
You think?
He does everything.
Let's see.
Points and rebounds.
The Pistons are blowing out the Celtics 100-81, and Asar Thompson 7-6-2, so that's 15. He needs 4.
He's got that.
Ingram makes this with 8 minutes left. They're up 19, and he's on the bench. Not a lock.
He'll come back in.
Ingram makes her first. Lead down to 10. Ingram's second is good. Lead down to 9. I mean, even the Celtics got Peyton Pritchard in here.
They played a good game.
I had A&M and Tulane money line. Let's check that out. Let's check it out. Tulane, definitely a lock, I feel like.
If Tulane's not winning.
Yeah, 64-40 over Charlotte. And Texas A&M, oh my goodness. Ingram makes her third. Texas A&M, not a lock. They're down by 6 at home against Vanderbilt. It's a free $1, so no harm, no foul in my bank account. This game is dragging, though. I mean, the last minute of this game has lasted, I would say, 15 minutes. To the point where we're talking about sports betting.
Speaking of betting, man, I had to stop. I lost $130 on Sean O'Malley, and I gave it up.
Oh, wow. That's
bad.
That's bad.
Yeah. You ever seen, what's it called?
Oh, my God, Asar has 5 steals.
You ever watch Street Beefs?
Of course.
The Street Beefs are good. That stuff's funny.
What's that one guy's name? He's my favorite.
Death Sentence.
Death Sentence!
He's so funny.
Death Sentence versus the White Wolf. Check it out on YouTube. It's one of the greatest videos of all time.
We're not sponsors. We are not 3D sponsors.
Death Sentence goes in with the opening overhand jumping fist. And you just got to watch the video. It's absolute cinema as he inbound from Joyner to Herb.
Why are we fouling?
I don't know. We've talked about Fliff, sports betting. We've talked about Sean O'Malley. We've talked about street beefs.
You should ask one of the cheerleaders to do a backflip.
Nah. They'll be like, who are you? What are you doing? Herb makes her first, lead back to 9. And, I mean, at this point, I probably shouldn't say this as a commentator, but I kind of want to get this game over with.
You can't start with that.
As Herb's second free throw is good. Lead up to 10. 5 seconds left. Ingram running down the court, behind the back, spin move to her right. Tough layup, puts it up, and it's no good. And the East Carolina Pirates walk into Eleanor R. Baldwin Arena and survive almost a thriller, in my opinion, against the Owls. They walk away with an 80-70 win. The Owls are going to drop to 10-19 overall and 2-14 in conference, while East Carolina climbs to 15-13 overall and 7-9 in conference, led by Kaya Miller, their leading scorer, by the way, not Amaya Joyner, who had 17, and Jayla Herb had 15 as well. Josiah Jenks and Stephanie Ingram combined for 40 for the Owls, but it was not enough. Thank you, everyone, for joining us of our coverage of FAU women's basketball. They couldn't get it done tonight, but maybe next time on FAU Hour Radio. I'm Brayden Pyle. You are?
Mark Robles.
The legendary Mark Robles. The mediocre Brayden Pyle. We'll be back on FAU Hour Radio another night. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night, everyone.